There you go, y'all. Some inspiration, motivation for you this morning. Finishing out with a little Art Williams. Just do it. Hey, these are things we know. I know you hear me say it over and over again. I feel myself saying it over and over again because it's true. These are things that you know, but are we doing what we know? Sometimes we need reminders to remind ourselves how important our mindset is. But these are things that you know. Are you doing it though? Are you practicing this on a daily basis? Are you waking up, taking control of your mind every day? Are you guarding your mind? Are you guarding your ears? Are you guarding your eyes? Like, are you focused on these things? You've heard it said a bunch of times today. Tony Robbins says it before, right? You get what you focus on. So what are you focused on? Your life is going to be give you more of whatever you are focused on, whatever you are thinking about most, whatever dominant thoughts you have. That's what you're going to see more of. You can program yourself to be grateful and see more things to be grateful for by what? Waking up every morning, flooding that mind with gratitude, writing down, having a gratitude journal, writing down 4, 5, 6, 10, 50 things that you're grateful for every day. If you focus on that and you make that a practice throughout the rest of your day, you will see more things that you're grateful for. It's not that they just appeared, it's just that's what your brain is focused on now. Likewise, the other side. If you're focused on the worry, the shame, the doubt, the guilt, the unworthiness, the all that stuff, if that those are programs, if those are thoughts that we have, we're going to see more of that in life. We're going to see more of the places we can be not grateful or we can see the challenge. So it's all about how you are thinking about it. Nothing changes unless we change. You guys know this. Nothing changes unless you change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You got to make change in your life. You got to make change in your daily habits. You got to make change in what you watch. You got to make a change in who you're around. You got to make a change in what you eat. You got to make it's life is about changing. You have to change things. It's not always going to feel comfortable to change. It's not always going to feel like it's the right thing. You might not even know if this is the right way, but you change something so you can get a different outcome. If you want a different outcome in your life, you got to change something. We become what we think about the most, as a man thinketh, right? We become what we think about the most. So, what are your dominant thoughts? What are the emotions you're feeling on a day-to-day basis? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about what you're thinking about? Metacognition. Are you thinking about what you're thinking about? I hope you are, because this is how we're going to get to the life that we don't need a break from, is if we're actually paying attention to what's going on in our mind, why we feel a certain way, what triggered us in a certain way, why we reacted a certain way, why we feel this way when we walk into our office, why we feel this way when we walk into home. Like those are thoughts that create feelings. Are we aware of them? Do we know how to detach from our emotions? Do we know how to separate our emotions from our thought? The thought is just, right, a flashing light saying, hey, this is something that you should pay attention to. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that thought is true. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to cause a feeling that we are feeling. Do we know how to detach from these emotions? It's going to help us get to the life that we want. Raising your belief level. I wrote that down. Raise your belief level in yourself. Do you believe in you? Do you believe you can do it? Do you believe it's possible? Whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever the vision is, whatever you've written down in your health life, in your spiritual life, in your finances, in your business life, have you, in your mind, told yourself, it's possible? I can do this. Is that your belief system every day? If not, hey, let's use our language. Let's start saying some affirmation. Let's start telling ourselves this more consistently every single day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. What are you saying to yourself? If you're talking to yourself, are you saying good things? Are you saying that you can do it? Are you saying that it can get better? Hopefully you are. Hopefully you are. Think like the person that you want to become. Think like the person that you want to become. This is kind of what I talked about on my Facebook post. You have the vision for somebody that's up ahead, for the man or woman that God called you to be. You need to act as if now you have all those things, or that's the way that the person, the future version of you would act, would think. If you're, I've given this to people that are in business with us when we start talking about our time. And I say, listen, if you're the CEO of a Fortune 100 company and you're making $700,000 a year, are you the person that's still running your cousin to the airport? Right? Are you still the person that's like taking time out of your day to like drop off food at the person? If you're a CEO of a multi-billion dollar corporation, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Is that still how you would think about your life? Running errands, dropping things off for people, being inconvenienced by fam? No, probably not. So how do you see yourself in the future? Can you start applying those things now? Can you start acting as if now? Can you start being aware of your time, your calendar now? Can you be aware of saying no to certain things now? So that when you're there, it's natural. You know what it's like. You got to start acting as if right now, you got to start thinking like the person that you want to be. Again, in our text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets, number 53 says, champions are future oriented. I forget who was in there that was talking about your thoughts. Dr. Joe Dispenza was talking about when you wake up with thoughts, you're automatically waking up with thoughts of the past because it's creating that emotional home that you've been in. So when you're waking up not thinking about the future, your day is already starting in the past. Your emotions, your feelings, all those things are already starting with things that you remember. And so you're not thinking about the future, the version of you that you're creating, the experience in life that you're creating. But you got to remember that you got to stay future oriented, excuse me. You got to stay future oriented. Here's what it says in the text. It says, while amateurs often live in the past, champions look towards the future. Pros habitually focus on the present while creating their ultimate vision for and landscape of the future. This future orientation allows them to dream of grand visions and unlimited possibilities. It also keeps them motivated and moving forward by keeping the proverbial carrot out in front of them. Amateurs like to talk about the good old days and how they wish things were like they were before. Professional performers are just the opposite. The pros revere and respect the past, but place responsibility for the future squarely on their shoulders, on their own shoulders. Taking personal responsibility for failures, successes, and actions in general is a trait of the world-class performer. The saying, if it is to be, it's up to me, reflects their beliefs. Average people would rather see themselves as victims of circumstances beyond their control. The great ones make their own circumstances and respond with a higher level of awareness to negative events in their lives. Their execution-based focus and future orientation keeps them on track. It all begins with taking full responsibility for their lives and their futures. Are you, is this the way your mind works, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we're here to do. Is this the way your brain is working? Are you future oriented? Or are we the type of person that says, "Oh, I can't see past next month. Oh, I don't know what it's going to look like in a year. Oh, I really don't think about what's up ahead," because that's the opposite mindset of someone that, again, is a champion that's growing, that's learning, that's getting to the highest version of themselves. They are future oriented. Your vision, the thing that you've written down, the thing that you read to yourself, that thing becomes your guiding light. It becomes your mantra, it becomes what you are positioning yourself as. That's in the future. That's not the past. That's not the good old times. That's not back when. Oh, I wish this was the 90s so blah, blah, blah could happen. No, no, no. We're thinking about 2035, thinking about 2036. We're thinking about 2040. We're thinking about the man or woman that God called us to be up there. So we're staying future oriented. We're thinking about what's happening in the future, and we put the sole responsibility on our shoulders. If it is to be, it's up to me. That's the saying. That's the motto. That's how you have to live your life. If anything's going to happen, if it is to be, if something's going to become, it's up to me to make it happen. I'm not waiting on my parents. I'm not waiting on my kids. I'm not waiting on my spouse. I'm not waiting on the coworkers, neighbors. I'm not waiting. If it is to be, it's up to me. That puts full responsibility on your life. And if you have a clear vision, if you created your ultimate vision for the future, now you have something day by day that's going to allow you to continue to keep going. Even when the adversities come, even when the challenges come, even when it's a rough season in your life, the fact that you stay future oriented is going to help you get back up and continue to run your race. But that's why having a vision is so important, ladies and gentlemen. That's why writing it down, putting on paper is so important. Because when life throws you the haymakers, when life throws you the craziness, we all know, because it happens to all of us, what pulls you back up? What gets you off the ground? What keeps you focused? Where does your brain start going? Remember, we get more of what we focus on. As a man thinketh, right? However you think is what you're going to become. So it's in those seasons when you get knocked down, what are you thinking? Do you still have the belief that it's possible? Do you still tell yourself that you can do it? Or does all the doubt and all the worry and all the fear start getting in? So that's what we focus on. So that's what we focus on. The reason why it won't work, the reason why we can't do it, the reason why it's going to be hard, all those things. It's all about shifting your mindset, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know the thesis. If you change your thinking, you will change your life. If you want a part of your life to change, it's probably because you have some thinking in that area that is not congruent with the person you need to become. You have some limiting beliefs, some beliefs in your belief system that are limiting you from the person that you need to become. So these are reminders. Again, many of this stuff you know, but are you doing what you know? Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. So are we applying this knowledge? Do you have your vision written down? Do you read it 2 to 3 times a day? Is it somewhere you can get to it that's accessible? Does it make you cry? Is it actually like what you want? Or is it just some made up things that you think you might want? This is how we stay future oriented. This is how we get through the adversities of life. This is how we get through the trying times. It's because we know so clearly what's up ahead that we just continue to go. I showed you guys that Jay-Z interview. He said so. It was probably in the same interview, but he said something along the lines of like when you're going down the path and you're dodging all of the dangerous things. He's like, you don't really know until you get to the other side, and then they turn on the light, and you're like, oh man, that was a bunch of dangerous stuff I just went past, the snakes and the pits and right, all the stuff. But we don't know that. You almost naively are going through it. Why? Because you're so focused on what's up ahead that once you get to that other side, then you look back, you're like, man, that was a lot. Man, I had no idea I could go through all of that. But if you turn the light on and you're looking at every pothole, and you're looking at every snake, and you're looking at every you're going to get discouraged so quickly because you're focused on your environment, what's around you. You're not focused on the future. You're not focused on what's up ahead. You're not focused on where you're going. That's the message for today. You got to be focused on where you're going. You got to be focused on what's up ahead. You got to look at that carrot and say, "Ooh, I want that thing." And remember, it might not even be about that thing, but it's about the man or woman you have to become in order to achieve that. I know you want to make $10 million. It's not about the 10 million. It's about the man or woman you have to become in order to make 10 million. You're not that man or woman right now, but the man or woman you have to be, the courage you have to display, the mindset that you have to adopt, the person you have to become is going to help you get to that end destination. The quote says all great leaders have vision and idealization in which they can continually imagine the perfect outcome to all situations. The action step for today, program yourself by repeating this statement until you believe it. The past is only as important as it relates to the present and the future. And any mistakes in my past have been for the purpose of helping me create a bountiful future. This affirmation harnesses the power of the past and directs it to the only place it can serve you, which is in the future. Stay future oriented, ladies and gentlemen. Keep thinking about what's up ahead, not what's behind you. keep building that belief in your mind that it is possible, that you can do it, whatever that looks like for you, that you can do it, that it's possible. You just have to now keep your mind focused on the things you want to make happen and not the things you don't want to make happen. All right. Go out and do it this Wednesday. Do something that scares you. Do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. They're counting on you. People are counting on you to get this information and do something with it and actually get stronger and not just be like in 10 years, like, oh, I used to hear those personal development things and never did anything with it. Do it. People are counting on you. Go out, do something that scares you. This Wednesday, we'll do it all again on Friday. Love you guys. Take care.